In July 2025, Karachi police and court bailiffs uncovered a horrifying scene. On July 8, 2025, authorities forced their way into actress Humaira Asghar's locked DHA Phase VI flat and found the 42-year-old actor and model's decomposed body inside. Police described her remains as being in an advanced state of decomposition, with skeletal and mummified features. This discovery nearly 9 months after her suspected death set off shockwaves. How did a former TV star vanish so completely? Humaira Asghar Ali B. 1983 was a Lahore-born actress, model and theatre artist. A fine arts graduate, she studied painting at Punjab University's Arts Department and cut her teeth in socially conscious theatre, transitioning to TV and film. She appeared in supporting roles on Pakistani dramas such as Just Married, Ehsan, Faramosh, Guru and Chal Dil Mian. In cinema, she had a small part in the 2015 thriller Jalebi and later featured in Love Vaccine 2021. Humaira gained nationwide recognition in 2022 as a contestant on the airy digital reality series Tamashagar, where her candid warmth made her a fan favorite. Despite her visibility, Humaira had retreated from public life by late 2024. Investigators now believe her last contact was on October 7, 2024, when she tried calling 14 friends and colleagues, even an Islamabad TV director, but no one answered. Shortly after, her phone and social media fell silent. By mid-October 2024, her electricity was cut off for non-payment. Neighbors noted her apartment's balcony door was left ajar, and no candles or backup lights were found inside. When neighbors briefly returned in February 2025, they reported no foul smell, likely because the flat had been ventilated through that open door inside. Jars of food lay rusted and long expired, and water pipes were bone dry, underscoring how long the flat had been undisturbed. Only when her landlord filed an eviction case in summer 2025 did anyone approach the silent apartment, leading to the ghastly discovery, in a haunting coda to her disappearance. A final voice note from Humaira surfaced on social media after her death. In it, she warmly apologizes for being away and tells a friend to remember me in your prayers as she pursues her career. Those innocent words now take on chilling significance, a poignant reminder of the vibrant person who vanished without a trace. On July 8, the bailiff, armed with a court order to evict Humaira for months of unpaid rent, broke down her door. What they found was a locked flat and a lifeless figure on the floor. The police report notes all doors and windows were secured from the inside, with no sign of forced entry. Inside, Crime Stoppers forensic teams collected evidence, as Karachi's police surgeon Dr. Sumayya Said later confirmed. The remains were partially mummified and skeletal, with internal organs reduced to black, powdery masses. Based on the extent of decay, facial tissue gone, joints, hypermobile pathologists estimated Humaira had died 8–10 months earlier. Around October 2024, no conclusive cause of death could be given, but crucially no signs of suicide or attack emerged. All keys were inside, and no struggle marks were found. Forensic chemists ran intensive tests on the recovered samples, using advanced gas chromatography on her hair, liver, lungs and other tissues. Experts found no trace of drugs, sedatives, or poisons. In other words, if foul play was involved, it left no chemical fingerprints. Police now lean toward a natural or accidental explanation, though everything else about this case remains highly unusual. Even the tiny blood stains on Humaira's clothes were ruled likely due to insect activity, not violence initially, investigators treated Humaira's death as an unattended, natural demise. They noted the scene: the double-locked door and unused keys, the dusty apartment, the lack of CCTV footage, a picture of someone dying alone. Yet discordant clues soon raised questions. Crime teams found blood traces in the flat's bathroom and bedroom, and even scoops of sea salt scattered on the floor. A suspected attempt to mask odors. Digital evidence also seemed to contradict the clean living theory. Humaira's phone records showed a flurry of missed calls on October 7, 2024, then complete silence. Afterwards, her WhatsApp profile picture mysteriously vanished. In mid-August 2025, Humaira's family petitioned the courts. Represented by lawyer Shahzab Sohail, they urged that these inconsistencies warranted opening a murder investigation. The court agreed. On August 18, 2025, a Karachi Sessions judge ordered the police to register a FIR under the murder sections of Pakistan's law. The ruling demanded that statements be taken from family members and anyone close to Humaira, including her makeup artist and others who last saw her. In response, police formed a special investigative team led by senior officers. They recovered Humaira's 3 mobile phones, a tablet, and even a personal diary with device passwords written inside. Forensic analysts are combing through all data, call logs, messages, financial records, and handwriting from the diary. As of September 2025, detectives say they have no suspects yet, but every lead is being followed under the judge's directive. Key developments. October 7, 2024. Humaira made 14 unanswered calls and messages. After this, her phone and social media went dark. July 8, 2025. Bailiffs entering Humaira's locked Karachi flat discovered her long-deceased body. July 11, 2025. Post-mortem confirms the body was 8-10 months old, placing her time of death around October 2024. August 18, 2025. Sindh High Court orders police to file a murder FIR and record statements, citing blood traces and digital evidence. Humaira's own family was drawn into the drama. Her brother Humaira Asghar flew in from Lahore to claim her remains. He angrily rejected media reports that his parents had disowned her, explaining that legal protocols had delayed the handover. In fact, Humaira said the family had been working quietly with police and the cheaper charity for days to receive the body. DNA tests were used to confirm identity due to the state of decomposition. Once the formalities were complete, Humaira's body was transported to Lahore. On July 11, 2025, she was buried in Model Town's Kablock graveyard. Only a handful of relatives attended the sparse funeral. Her father, Dr. Asghar Ali, her brother, Humaira, and a paternal uncle among them. The Pakistani government and arts community quickly stepped in. Sindh Governor Kamran Tasori announced he would pay for Humaira's burial, saying she was like my sister and decrying how a young woman could go unmissed. The provincial culture minister issued a notice taking responsibility for her funeral if no kin came forward. Overwhelmingly, prominent actors volunteered to help. The Actors Collective trade body pledged that no one is forgotten and vowed a dignified farewell. Actress Sonia Hussain publicly implored authorities to wait and told fans she would personally perform Humaira's last rites if needed. Actor Yasser Hussain echoed, "The industry that failed her in life will not fail her in death." Others in the fraternity, from singer Hajra Yamin to actress Anmol Balak, took to social media to express collective grief and outrage. Anmol bluntly wrote that Humaira's lonely end was a mirror held up to society, condemning how no one noticed, no one came. "We are failing as friends, as family, as a society." In this intense public reaction, Pakistan grappled with uncomfortable questions about isolation, media ethics, and the support systems for single women, where the case stands today. By September 2025, the investigation is fully active. Police continue to analyze digital forensics and financial records while awaiting final lab results. The comprehensive chemical report has already cleared many suspicions. No toxins or drugs were found in Humaira's body, and the locked flat scene showed no evidence of force or suicide. The major unanswered mysteries remain. Why did neighbors never raise alarm? Why did those she contacted in October ignore her? And most hauntingly, what really happened in that flat? The court has mandated daily updates from the investigation, signaling that authorities will keep looking for answers. Humaira's tragic story has struck a chord beyond the headlines. It has prompted calls for better community vigilance, for example, installing CCTV in rental buildings, as even her brother suggested, and compassion for those living on their own. As one commentator noted, her death says a lot about us, about loneliness in modern urban life, about the need to check on each other. For now, viewers and readers alike are left waiting. Will the truth eventually come to light? The pages of this mystery remain open, and every clue brings us closer to an answer.